Hello folks, it's Derek here again with the OTC on the cheap channel. DIY, doing more with less. Today, I'm going to try and do this in a couple little segments here and piece it together decent. I was in our steel recycling bin and noticed an old dryer. I suppose most people figure it's the drum for a fire pit, but what I was interested in, this one had a kind of a unique to me, I guess, exit thing on it here for the lint, or for the exhaust duct, we'll call it, I guess. It's got quite a shape to it. Anyway, I'm just wondering if this, I have an idea what I can make this into, and I'm gonna see what I can do. Anyway, we'll see you in a minute. We're not scientific here. Close enough is good enough. I mean, we're getting this out of the steel recycling bin to start with. And this is a shop that's equipped with MIG and arc, all sorts of stuff. Since this is mainly stuff that everybody doesn't have at home, and I know some of you do, we'll go with the cheaper approach. The design is, or the thought is, this is going to be HoodScoop on my 4-wheel drive Suzuki. See how this goes. Let me get rigged up here a little, which I should have done before I started recording. Not too much flammable stuff here other than the rust protector, the penetrating oil, the glass cleaner, the glass treatment, the brake cleaner, and the propane tank, and the cutting fluid. Other than that, it's not too bad. Can't say I'm a big fan of the sparks in the face, but, and yes, this is lunchtime at work. I don't know why I'm looking like a rank amateur. This has a completely different safety trigger than mine. Weird trigger. Now, just to prove that it actually was a dryer duct, here's the dryer lint and stuff out of it. So Definitely dryer stuff. Have to clean that up some probably. Should run that around the grinder, might be easier for cleanup purposes. Get the burrs off it. I don't need to cut myself today. Move just enough junk out of the way. That worked very well. Not bad, not bad. Could be better, she's a little rough there, but I think you can get the idea. This could even be her induction, but I don't think it's going to be in this case. But, you know, I got another one of these too the other day. Could make one, could almost put it backwards, maybe like a Cobra Jet deal or something, and put it over the intake and run the snorkel through this and right up over the center of the windshield. Wouldn't that look ridiculous? The idea, folks, is doing more with less, not with what you're doing average with what you can buy. Too bad. I grabbed the coat since it's like -4 here today. See what we're like for fitment. Breezy out there too. We're in an open spot here. So. We'll take the cool end. We'll travel out and see what we can see. If we don't trip over the only blades on the way out. You never know, I guess. This is my prized but heavily overused Suzuki XL7. Kind of my thought for this was about like that. What do you think? If that was cleaned up more, it doesn't have a terrible profile to it. Got a little flange underneath, could be smoothed out. That ring could be smoothed out to make it sit flatter. I could put a couple of cuts here, notches to make it sit really flat. Or what do you think of the, well, I always call it the Cobra Jet style. Or put it this way. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on which way I like. I think we're going to end up this way. That's pretty much centered by the mirror. So it would just be a matter of, there's already a couple of flanges here. A few rivets, or maybe actually some short bolts, and bolt it in place. I think first I'll give it a little better treatment with the fine grinder and scuff it up and sand it. That's what it would look like. See, it says right here about electric and gas models for service information for your dryer. Anyway, folks, I'll throw a picture on here too when I get it done up all the way to spec. Anyway, this is doing more with less, making a hood scoop from a dryer duct you found in the steel recycling bin. And I think I have enough of a little bit of paint left here that I can touch it up. Anyway, I'll watch out for those Zamboni blades again. Anyway, I'll see what I can find for paint. I know I have a touch of my own paint here, and I'll clean it up, deburr it, sand it, paint it, and I'll take a picture of what it looks like on the hood, maybe even installed if I have time at break time. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Till next time, see you, folks. I didn't bother video me painting and a little bit of touch-up work because nobody needs to see that. But this is a little trick I picked up on. We got some old rust coat gloss black paint, and the way to make it look really slick and like more like automotive paint, besides discounting the odd rough spot because I didn't really prep this much, is to barely stir the paint and put it on thick. See the coat it makes on this? Yeah, other than, like you say, we got some dust particles and stuff here because, yeah, I didn't really clean it that good. And then I ran the air hose, gave it a quick blast after I started painting to get rid of the lint. Some of that's stuck in the paint now. But anyway, we'll discount that. But it puts on a real heavy coat with no runs. But look at the gloss and the deep shine it puts to that. And it's important to, this is about there. I was just starting to say it's important not to go back and try and touch up because it'll show up. Anyway, make sure you get any of the metal that's been exposed and down the bare has to be covered. But see, this I even left it with the mounting tabs. So I have a tab 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think I might tack a couple more on here in the front, at the front edge. And I think I'm just going to use some rivets here. I think will work for that. Let's see. Yeah, we got some aluminum rivets here. 2/16. Should fit that hole just about. Anyway, onward and upward, I guess.